How long have you been hoping and praying for this?
33 years, 6 months, 2 weeks, and 1 day, but who's counting?
The emotional words of Rodney Lincoln over 2 years ago as he sat down with Crime Watch Daily behind prison walls. Serving 2 life terms plus 15 for a horrendous stabbing, murder, and assault, but always proclaiming his innocence.
I'm hoping that right now, I'm still here.
Now, 3 decades of hope and prayers were about to deliver.
We're hoping that the state of Missouri recognizes that he is innocent.
After his family's relentless pursuit and a victim's stunning revelation, first seen right here on Crime Watch.
Rodney did not kill my mom. He did not try to kill Renee and I.
Would literally turn Rodney Lincoln's fate upside down.
You ready for what's going to happen? Yes, ma'am.
Ending in a dramatic final chapter with one stroke of a powerful pen, and as our affiliate KTVI reports, a life-changing phone call.
He said he received a phone call from former Governor Eric Greitens today.
His story started over 35 years ago when Joanne Tate and her 2 daughters, then 7-year-old Melissa and 4-year-old Renee, awoke to a nightmare. A man Melissa recognized entered their St. Louis home and stabbed them multiple times.
I opened my eyes and I could see him. He was sitting at the end of my mom's bed, smoking cigarettes and watching TV. And he was just so calm. He was waiting for us to die, all of us. And I was just like, this is so unfair. My mom, she didn't deserve this. What did we do, you know?
Joanne Tate was dead. Miraculously, both girls survived. A month later, cops arrested Rodney Lincoln, one of Joanne Tate's former boyfriends, despite the fact he had 2 alibis the night of the murder.
Did you know for certain that that was the man that harmed you?
Oh my God, yes. It was visceral.
There were 2 trials and 2 key pieces of evidence used against him: a lone hair found on a blue blanket and Melissa's testimony. Ultimately, Rodney Lincoln was found guilty and sentenced to 2 life terms, plus 15 years.
My dad absolutely did not kill Joanne Tate. He did not attack those children. He's innocent.
Some believed confessed serial killer Tommy Lynn Sells, who was from the St. Louis area, could have been the murderer. Some say his MO matched the crime, as he showed cops while describing a different murder.
I stabbed her here, and then she like jumped back, and then I...
Sells never admitted to killing Tate. 2 years ago, he was executed in Texas for another murder. For Rodney, it looked hopeless. Then, a new development. The lone hair said to be a match at trial after further testing turned out not to match Rodney Lincoln. All that was left was Melissa's testimony and Lincoln's adamant denials.
Did you kill Joanne Tate?
No, I did not.
Did you ever at any point harm Melissa or Renee?
No, never in my life could I or would I harm a child. No way.
When we first interviewed Melissa, she felt justice had been served.
There is no way it could be anybody but Rodney. No way. None. I know. He knows. God knows.
But after Melissa watched our Crime Watch Daily investigation, she had an epiphany.
Tommy Lynn Sells was at my house that night, not Rodney.
Melissa now thinks somewhere along the way she was told what to believe.
I allowed my brain to be manipulated.
Melissa, whose testimony had once helped convict Rodney, was now on a mission to exonerate him.
No matter what it costs me, I'm dedicated to getting him out of there. Rodney does not deserve to be there.
Rodney says Melissa's change of heart hit him like a nuclear bomb.
All she had to do was keep quiet. She stood up and said, I believe it wasn't him. And for that, she will forever have my gratitude.
And it was Melissa's recantation on Crime Watch Daily that brought everyone to the Cole County Courthouse for 2 days of hearings over 2 years ago.
I got to give a lot of the credit to you guys for airing the story originally.
In the courtroom, Rodney was overwhelmed, seeing all the support.
He must have mouthed the word wow about 5 times, trying to soak it all in.
Cameras were allowed in the room until testimonies began. A very emotional Melissa, the star witness.
It was very tense. There was a lot of anxiety. It was almost palpable. You could reach out in the air and touch it.
And on the stand, she said firmly, as she said on Crime Watch Daily, that Rodney Lincoln was not the one who hurt her family.
She really spoke the truth, and it came out of her heart.
During the 2 days, the state called no witnesses, not even Rodney. Then the hearings concluded.
This is what I wanted to happen. I wanted him to have his day in court, to have it submitted to a judge, and now let the judge make the decision.
But Rodney Lincoln was returned to his cell, and supporters went home to wait.
What's next for you?
Well, we wait. We're getting pretty good at waiting.
And they would wait for a very long time. 3 months after the hearings, the judge denied overturning Lincoln's conviction. A year later, the Missouri Supreme Court denied a request for review. It looked like the now 73-year-old Rodney Lincoln was fated to die behind bars, something he always refused to accept.
I thought all along that I know I didn't do this. Eventually, maybe someone else will know.
And someone would.
That's when he received the news that he's been waiting to hear since the late 80s.
Coming up, one powerful signature and one dramatic afternoon would suddenly change everything for Rodney Lincoln.
Living as a citizen, not an inmate.
And you believe that will happen?
Yes, I do. I'm hoping that right now I'm still here.